Welcome back, guys, for another how to do a medium skin fade tutorial. We'll start with a number 2 detachable blade. We'll take away the baldness to start off the haircut. Make sure everything's even. Always, either use a brush or a comb. You can always brush it out, brush the hairs already cut so you don't get confused and cutting hairs that you already have done. Now we're going to start with the outliner and we're going to attach it to the BGRC and start making the guideline, which is about an inch of hair above the ear, and we'll make it as straight as possible as we can so that both sides become even when you fade them out. As you can see, it's a little too low there, so we're gonna make it a little bit higher so both sides match when I'm done blending. Now we're gonna put the lever all the way down. That's called a half, and we are going to take an inch. Start off with an inch, and we're gonna slowly blend down little by little. It's just like the same concept as a taper. If you guys watched my previous video, it's the same concept. You put the 0 first, then you do a half, then you slowly blend out the 0 and the half, then you go to the 1, as you can see in the video. You put the lever all the way high, blend that line out, then you do the 1/16 guard, blend that out, do the same thing as you did with the half, little by little, go higher on the clipper but lower on the head as you're blending it out, as you can see. Then because he has a number 6 on top, we're gonna do a 4-3-2 fade, which is, I start with a 4 and we'll take about an inch, as you can see there, the difference. Now we're gonna use a 3, we're gonna blend that out as well. Then we're gonna use a 2, blend it as well. As you can see, we'll calm down and that side is blended. We'll do the same exact thing on everything else, as you can see. It's the same exact procedure as anything else. The same thing you do on the right side, you do on the left side, and you do on the back. This goes like saying the same for a higher tie, a low skin fade, a medium skin fade, even a taper, blowout, whatever you want to call it. You do the same exact steps, so there's nothing different. You start with a 0, either outliner, then you move on to a half, which is the lever all the way down. Then you start blending that out. Then you move on with a 1. Then you put the lever all the way high, and using still with the 1 guard on. Then you use a 1/16, blend that out. And if the sides or the top is higher than a 2, then you use the 4-3-2 as you saw, as you're gonna see right now once I blend this out. There you go, that's 4, then a 3, and so on. Just the same thing as you did on the back and the other side. We're gonna do the same exact steps, so can't really mess that up. Right here I used a 1.5 only because it was a little bit of line. Now we're gonna use the clipper over comb technique and just take the calic off. Usually that sticks out, so the reason why I did that because it makes it easier, more customized. You can actually have more control of how much hair you're taking out without using a 5 guard or a 6 guard. And now we're gonna take all that excess hair out, and we're gonna clean that up real good. Make sure you make the hair real like into studs, so that when you use the shaver coming up next, you won't have to go back to it and clean up all over again. As you can see, it's pretty much blended, it's pretty much balled out. We're just gonna make sure it's all the way to skin. That's what they call it, a skin fade. And when you use the shaver, make sure you don't take it all the way high all the way like close to the outliner line, the guideline that we made at first, because then you make a hard line and then it's hard to take it off. You're gonna have to use a trimmer and take that line out. So you wanna do maybe like 1/2 inch right under the first line that we first made when we first started, and make sure everything's clean. Clean that up real nice. Once you do that, my client doesn't want me to do a shape up in the front. He wants it all natural, so we're just gonna hit it out with some scissors and blend it more and make sure it's nice and smooth. Make sure it looks natural. That's what he wants, so that's what we're gonna give him. As you can see, I'm cleaning it up a little bit more and take up the neck and then neck strip, and also clean that up right under the shirt. Make sure the neckline is nice and clean. Nobody wants to go with hairs hanging still after the barbershop. And then use a shaver, fold it out, use some talcum, clean them up real nice. And that's pretty much it. This is pretty much the whole process of how to do a medium skin fade, and you can use the same process to do a high and tight, a low skin fade, medium skin fade, even a blowout. It's just, of course, it's a little bit different. If you want to watch my previous video, you'll be able to see more and more details about what I mean. So I'll see you guys next time. Peace.